If you haven't already, check out the first part of this series. Only 157 likes on the video. Let's get more than that, around 350. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. McCain-Maxey, Caleb, and KJ Martin and Andre Drummond is the first unit. Late in the second quarter, Maxey takes away the cut. KJ Martin refuses to get screened. Maxey gets caught on a screen, gets a late contest. Very fortunate miss from Malik Beasley for the Sixers. Going back earlier, Tim Hardaway was really making the play obvious with his eyes and positioning. Would have liked McCain to make that pass a bit tougher considering that. Maxey bricks a three on the other end. Good job by McCain hustling, getting in front of Tobias, taking away a transition opportunity. Martin and McCain communicate well, switch the screen. Now Detroit has to reset. Maxey falls asleep a bit. His coverage on Ivy off ball seems to be go under every single screen. He was assuming that he would continue to go in that direction. I don't think he was anticipating the dribble handoff the other way. So now he's behind and he gets caught on a screen. Drummond shows and saves the day. Also, an offline pass from Ivy helps. That allows Caleb to recover, and thankfully now it's Toby time, and we will live with that. Maxey reaches to make it a bit tougher as well. Early in this series, I've noticed slight mishaps are consistently happening for Maxey, and it cooks him, but I do really like his effort defensively, and I could say the same for McCain. And after that stop, we see a potential advantage of this duo. Tobias is naturally matched up with Jared McCain because the Sixers push the pace. And McCain fakes the three-pointer, and he's just too fast. He catches Tobias out of position, and it results in a foul call, 2 at the free throw line. So although the Pistons have the bigger lineup on that sequence, the quickness advantage resulted in free throws. Plays like that are where this duo can thrive, and the first stint is done. Maxey is back in the game 2 minutes later. I mean, this is a massive Pistons lineup. The smallest player is Jaden Ivey. He's 6'4". Oubre and Martin paired with Maxey and McCain and Drummond hopefully help out defensively enough. I like this rep from McCain and the Sixers. The angle he takes to avoid the Stewart screen allows him to take away the three. He does end up getting screened, but I'm living happily with a deep, slightly contested 2 from Tim Hardaway Jr. If he makes that consistently, it is what it is. Then on the other end, the Pistons align their defense to stop Maxey's drive left. He makes a simple pass quickly to Oubre, and Kelly takes advantage of the reckless closeout. The gravity of Maxey created that bucket. Here I'm enjoying the ball pressure from Maxey. He's got Cade catching way beyond the three-point line. Oubre gets screened off of him. Cade snakes through the space perfectly to force the Drummond switch. And to be fair to Andre, he does a fine job for his standard. Cade is just a stud and knocks it down. Back on the offensive side, the initial actions went nowhere. So the Sixers are deep into the shot clock and McCain has to save the day. Pistons could care less about Drummond in this action, so he's doubled. He tries to force the kickout pass. Turnover, easy score on the other end. Now, the next 2 plays offensively are beautiful. The best we've seen involving both Maxey and McCain offensively in this series so far. Oubre gets doubled, McCain cuts, 2 on him, and he's able to read Ivy going to the corner. Also, notice the head turn as well. He's looking at the corner initially, making Ivy think he's passing there, but then he's right back to Maxey, and it's opened up, and it's good. Then on defense, Oubre gets demolished. No worries. Maxey goes straight up, avoids the foul call. What a defensive play. He then pushes the pace, gets to the middle of the floor, and finds McCain. Unfortunately, a weak illegal screen call on Drummond, but that's a dream sequence right there. That's what you want from them. A stop, then speed it up the floor, and a 3 gets generated immediately. Hopefully that becomes their bread and butter in the future, and that was their first half stint. Overall, not too bad and way better than the first video. We don't see McCain check in until late in the third quarter. Last time he was in, it was a close game. Now they are down by 16. What is Nick Nurse doing? It's the good old Eric Gordon, Yabu, KJ Martin lineup with them. We saw that a lot versus the Pacers last video. As you could imagine, rebounding could be tough. Well, in transition, Maxey gets stuck on Isaiah Stewart. Meanwhile, Yabu is guarding the perimeter. Sixers box outs just don't matter. He's too big. Then just a beautiful cross-court pass from Fontecchio for 3. Second chance points right there. To make this work, they need more length and size. It's very simple. But man, oh man, this is a work of art. Maxey doubled off the screen, and now you have McCain catching with a giant advantage. Tobias recovering after helping on the roll, so McCain ball fakes and just smokes him off the dribble. Sixers play great defense on this possession. I must highlight this box out from Maxey. That's the thing about Maxey defensively. He's not afraid to get dirty and physical. Then he pushes the pace again. The speed advantage of this lineup comes up big. And to be honest, the speed advantage was more useful than the strength and size advantage the Pistons had over the Sixers for most of this half. This is the first time we see McCain guarding the ball handler and scorer while Maxey is on the spot-up shooter, most likely because Maxey's gassed out of his mind and he's been playing the whole entire game. This second half has been the toughest matchups for McCain defensively. Let's see how he does. Maxey's stamina is underrated. Most Piston players are tired, moving slowly. Maxey has been out there the whole third quarter, yet look at him, competing, refusing to get screened. McCain low-key gets sauced by this between crossover. Great move by Ivy, but he stays in the play. Yabu saves the day, though, again pushing that rock up the court, and the Pistons are moving like zombies while the Sixers aren't. Timeout, Detroit. Back in the fourth, and this is a really bad rep from McCain. Cade setting up a screen off the ball right in front of him. He avoids it, but Ron Holland just goes around and through him. He recovers, but having his opponent catch that close to the rim is a death sentence because of the height and size advantage. We saw him run the show since Maxey was gassed out of his mind, and the two-man game with Yabu works to perfection on this one. Then we got some nice initial movement from the Sixers. Pistons switch everything, so now the rim protector is guarding Maxey on the perimeter. He defers to McCain. Somehow this is not a foul. McCain doesn't care though. He goes through the contact, stays on balance somehow despite falling a bit, and then smartly finishes with the left to avoid Cade contesting. That was very impressive. It's crazy to say, but McCain was guarding Cade most of this stint. Props to him for not getting fully buried on this one. He swipes for the steal, then swipes for the contest. Fortunate miss. That's solid defense. They're going to that same action again. This time, Maxey uses his speed to get to the rim. Here's my favorite defensive exchange from the duo so far. Look at Maxey's pickup point. He's active on this dribble handoff, nearly pokes it loose. Then McCain meets the physicality that Maxey brought. Cade is clearly caught off guard, then Yabu strikes and McCain comes up with a loose ball and it leads to a bucket on the other end. I mean, this is awesome. Reminds me of TJ McConnell picking up Cade right at the half-court line. Then he's like an annoying gnat off the ball, sticks with him through the first cut. He uses his speed to avoid the screen. But don't worry, he's right back on Cade. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and look at where he has Cade operating from. Sixers just get over-aggressive, and the backline defense is lost and nowhere to be found. But man, oh man, I love that effort from McCain. Maxey was so tired, he could barely move. He only rested for 1 minute in the second half, pretty much. McCain says, "I got you," fakes the jumper. Cade fouls him multiple times, goes uncalled. Love how McCain just plays through the contact, though. Unfortunate in and out on the finish. Let's end off the video with 2 McCain defensive reps. At this point, he should recognize the screen is coming. Maybe eat up that space to take away that screen. Instead, he stays and accepts defeat. Drummond helps him out. McCain does a good job recovering. Doesn't foul either. Ivy way out of control, and it's off. McCain dribbles it up the court then, and just like that, instant offense. Just an unfortunate miss. I'll take that shot, though. And then here, the switch is initiated. He does a better job staying attached on this one around the screen. And then he fights to get back in front, but Ivy still has a lane to his left, and he's just too quick, and it's a score. Overall, though, impressive second half defensively from McCain, and you've got to love the effort. They lost the game by 10 points, and the Maxey and McCain duo in 17 minutes was still a +2. They were operating at a top 5 offense in the league pace, 117.6. The defense was still bad, according to the numbers, 126.7. But I think we saw major improvements on that end compared to game 1. And considering what's around them defensively, I think you can definitely clean that up if you get a better rim protector out there. An upgrade from Eric Gordon, an upgrade from Kelly Oubre. I was very pleased with this performance. I really enjoyed how the Sixers scored a lot of their buckets in transition, and you could tell the pace of their team in the second half was getting to the Pistons, and usually it's the opposite. This is the type of game where I say to myself, I want to see McCain-Maxey out there with a fully optimized roster around them. Like, imagine a Herb Jones next to them guarding the best player. Imagine a Molly Watch type rim protector from Duke. Like, that would be fun to watch. And in this game, I think we saw the buy-in from both of them defensively. They're willing to get physical against stronger and taller players. And also, keep in mind, this was Jared McCain's second game where he got big minutes. Right now, he has no clue what he's doing out there.